Hey, beautiful people. It's your bruddaZEN, and it's time for Saturday night's messages of love from above. Excited as always to see what messages Spirit wants to bring through. Before we get into the readings, we do love to send this beautiful love out to the world. If you'd like to join me in doing that, of course, I welcome that. Whether you're watching live or on replay, we can gather outside of space and time and send this love out to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let the love fill us up, our own hearts, and flow and overflow out to the world. Circling the globe in a giant ball of love energy, touching every heart, sparking us higher and higher and higher in unconditional love, transforming lower vibrational fear into higher vibrational, unconditional love energy. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love energy in this moment, for your own heart, for your mind, your body, a loved one, a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now as well. Let's take it in like a giant sponge. Allow your higher self to use the energy how they see fit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. and Before we start the readings, I do want to make sure everyone knows that memberships are live and active. I have two levels right now, the Zen Cricket, which is $2.99 a month, and then also the Praying Mantis, which is $7.99 a month, and it has previews of things. We're also going to, starting in August, my evening lives are going to start at 6 p.m. Mountain Time and go to 8 p.m. Mountain Time for these. And then I'll have special ones starting at 8 p.m. Mountain Time for the praying mantis level. So if you are interested in that, be sure to check out. Here's the video that talks all about what comes with those different levels, and whether you're going to be a member or not, you can still watch it and like the video and comment, and you'll be entered into a drawing for non-members as well. So I'm not giving up, paying attention to my non-members. You guys have been with me since the very beginning, and there's a special thank you in the video to all of you. So be sure to watch that so you can hear the gratitude that I do have. All right, and then of course we've got our weekly giveaway that I have every Monday for everyone. And on Tuesdays, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away and how you can get into the drawing. So you got 2 days left. You have today and tomorrow to enter. So be sure to check that out if you'd like a chance at winning a 30-minute personal recorded reading. And this month of all July, can you believe it's almost the end of July? I can't. It's flown by. But we got 3 days left of the Crazy Zen summer sale for July, which have half off my hedges of peace and love, and also half off all of my personal recorded readings. So that is the information. All of that is in the description box of the video too, with the links on where you can book a hedge or a reading. So if you're interested in that, you know where to find those. And I put out a lot of free stuff, obviously. Each week I put out at least one pick a card, which this week's was how can I transform my numbness? And I have a ton of other pick a cards if you're ever needing more messages of love from above. I have romance and love and career and life purpose and abundance and a bunch of other things too. So be sure to check those out if you ever need them. And then the other thing, the last thing that I put out each week right now is the Take 10 with Zen, which is a video that's 10 minutes or less that just talks about how we can connect to the spirit world more, how we can understand who we really are. And I also answer questions from subscribers. So if you're interested in that, check it out. This week's was all about heartache, and episode 8 is available. It's about heartbreak. That is available for the Praying Mantis level memberships. It's out there already. So that is everything I wanted to mention here. Let me get my desktop all set up and we will get into the readings. If you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. First of all, we've got a great group of people with huge hearts and great senses of humor too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are happy to have you. How the free readings work, as I try to do two things at once, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. Um, uh, the free readings, maybe I should just do that here. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. So for free readings, I go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. And there's no special list. The chat is it. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general read or guidance, and Spirit knows what you want, and we will pull cards for that. Excuse me. So, um, if anyone makes a donation, though, I do honor that energy exchange, and I will prioritize the reading, step out of the free readings, dive deeper into those as well. And then once I'm done, I return back to the free readings and then continue moving down the list. I'm usually on for a couple hours. So I do try to get through as many free readings as I can. But if you do want to make sure that I get to your reading, a donation of any amount will prioritize it. I don't look at the dollar amounts. I don't have set dollar amounts. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country, planet to planet, moon to moon, wherever. So whatever you give, I know is from your heart, and that's what's important. Um, and you can donate by the super chat down below, which I see. Hey, Rocky's World has donated, so you can use the super chat. Also, in the pinned comment and the description box of the video down below, I have my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and Square. So you can make donations any of those ways. So that is the skinny on all of that. Enough of the blah, blah, blah. We will get into the readings. I am going to be using the Tarot of Dreams, and then also maybe the True Heart Intuitive Tarot that I have over here. So we will start off here with Rocky's World. Thank you for your double donations, and we will get in here. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we've got going on. So for your first question, what does Roberto honestly want and need you for? And then there was a question with a follow-up. Okay, so you saw him in a pic with a girl named Amanda. Should you confront him? All right. So we will look here first and see, what does Roberto honestly want and need from you? What's going on inside them? And let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about Roberto here? And then we'll take a look here and see, whoa, okay, what is this? What is this about? What is this picture about? And should you confront them? Right. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoops. So we have first the Hermit here, which does show that they are in this inner journey right now. They are not that they want to be by themselves, but they really are pulled a lot trying to find out what their passion is for their life. I don't feel like this is like passion for a person. I feel like they're trying to find life purpose. It feels very much, because look at the wands here. It's like the Hermit is connecting and really trying to figure out, what is it? What is it that I'm living for? I feel like they've had a lot of change in their life lately, um, or even they've had change, but they've had where they've obtained things too, like a job and different things, but they're finding it empty. And this is where they're in their life. It doesn't have to do it's not personal about you or anyone else, because if we're not happy on the inside, we're not gonna find any happiness on the outside. That's how the whole, this realm is set up is it's not, unconditional love, which is what we're made out of, which is what, we live for. We come down here to experience the opposite of what that can't give us what we're wanting, to have us feel what it feels like to have lack, what it feels like to be unfulfilled, and all that. So I feel like they are, in this little, um, I don't want to say it's a midlife crisis, but it's that kind of feeling where I just don't feel like anything is making me feel fulfilled. That's when they go buy a motorcycle or a sports car or whatever, and they're just like, "This doesn't fulfill me either." I feel like they're already past all that. I just feel like they're on this inner search here. Yeah. So when we're asking what do they honestly want and need from you, they do want the Two of Cups. They do have this importance of relationship with you here. And I feel like what they need from you is to understand, here's the Two of Cups behind here, that they've had a lot of pain in the past. They have a lot of, lower vibrational energies that they focused on, and that really, for a long time, was their main focus. I feel like they were taught um, to focus on what has gone wrong, what's wrong, and focus on how people have hurt you. And I feel like maybe one of their parents was someone who, had, like, a lot of depression, had a lot of things that they just focused on. Their whatever parent it was, okay, his mother. I was gonna say his mother, but I didn't wanna, "Oh, sure, you always think it's the mother." I'm like, "Well, you know, in this case, it is." She became really good at, like, uh, really, really good at finding the bad in things and the negative in things. Where she could find it, where no one else could find it, she could find the negative. And so he was really drawn into that, and he struggled to get out of it because he didn't want to do it. Ah, yeah, I like it. So that's what he's doing here. You know, yeah, the poor me, right? Manipulation. That's how she would manipulate people, is like, oh, everything's so bad. And oh, I wish I could be happy. If you just do this for me, maybe I'd be happy. So they were taught this, and they hate it. And which is what they're doing here. The Page of Cups, they're learning around a new way of loving, a new way right here. And the Eight of Cups is they're trying to leave behind all these emotions that don't serve them anymore, which takes them up here to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And this is all about you. This is what they're wanting to do and how they're wanting to change things, because they don't want to be that. They don't want to be that, um, you know, come across as being bipolar, where, they're up, up, and then they're down, 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 and up, and then down, 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 down. They're trying to have this happy medium where they're in the middle, which I like. And this is who they need you to be. Be that bright, shining star that you are, this powerful person, the intuitive that you are. Don't hide your connection to spirit. Just allow it to be forward. Allow yourself to have this brightness and this drive, and be the fiery personality that you are, because you help bring bright light into their dark nights, and that's helping them through all this too. So that's why I don't feel like there's another, person here. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I'll try. And so they were in a picture with someone else. I don't feel like confronting them is what they need. With everything that they're going through, it's not I don't see anything with the cards that there's someone else, some other interest. I feel like more that they're dealing with all like their nightmares. They have all these fears, supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, musts. And I feel like what they're working on is trying to put things, put an end to this, to have this rebirth that comes in. They want to like put this aside, all of this woe is me stuff, and kind of have a phoenix rising from the ashes. Well, I think we even have something here. Yeah, the 3 of Wands, because they are wanting to change direction from where they've been investing their energy and just have this new sense of their worth in relationship to the outside world. So they're wanting to get off the course that they were on with all that, you know, just feeling like the weight of the world on their shoulders, right? All these fears, all this supposed to, all these shoulds, and they just want to be able to express that, and I like it. I feel like they're in this transformative point, um, where they do want to find their inner happiness, and then they want to, um, you know, stay in that and be in that and stand in that. So I like it. I feel like, everything happens on purpose for a purpose, right? When we see like someone with someone else, we're like, what's going on here? We have a fear, right? Well, what if? And they're not, but I don't feel so. I feel like that they want and need all that stuff we need from you. I don't feel like um there's any togetherness. I don't feel like there's any pursuit. I don't feel like there's like any interest besides friends, kind of thing. But there's this reflection for us to go, okay, what are my fears? And okay, if we feel we need to confront someone, it's like, but do we? If it is what it is, but you get to choose and go, okay, this was happening for me. I wanted this to happen for me so that I can release this, right? So it's like, okay, here we go. Let's look at their actions, even if they did anything. Does that have anything to do with me? No. And if anyone does anything, it's like I don't have to be with them anymore. I don't have to be around them. They don't deserve me then, and it's this wonderful strength that comes in. Instead of fear, we have this power empowerment instead. So, and I know I've been through that a lot in my relationships before. I didn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And so, you know, it had to do with mistrust that went all the way back to my early childhood. And it just kind of rippled forward. And it was great because I know I got to the mistrust I had of people. It set me free because I realized, oh, not everyone's the same. And I don't have to hold them to the fire that I had because of the mistrust that I experienced as a younger child, right? So I like it. I like the freedom that's coming here for you, Rocky. So that is what they have for you right now. So hang in there. I don't feel like there's any shenanigans going on. I feel like they are just more trying to figure out who am I and what do I want in life. Nothing makes me happy out here. So they're on this beautiful inner journey that's allowing them to free themselves from a lot of belief and emotions that no longer serve them. So um, that's what's going on with them. So that's what we have. Again, thank you so much for your donations. I greatly appreciate those. And many blessings to you. All right. So we will scroll. I think that's it for the donation. So we will scroll to the top and we are starting with Anya Ahuya. Hello, hello. So is Juan the Aquarius crushing on Ateshi, the Leo? All right, let's take a look here. Sorry, I just crunched my cough drop. I hope you didn't hear that too loud. All right. Are they crushing? Are they crushing? No, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords here, sorry, which is very much Aquarius energy. Thinking in their head, in their head, in their head. And they've got this energy of standing on a hill. I feel like they are more so. I mean, here's Leo energy, but that's not what's going on here. They are more looking at standing out so that they can help change the world. That's what Aquarian energy does. So they're not really crushing, they're more wanting to shine bright to be able to have, this energy come in. I don't feel like there's a crush here with that energy. It's more, they're more looking at um, having a crush on the world, wanting to change the world and help being a change maker. They're not like zeroed in on an individual with all that energy. So that is what's coming in here, Anya. And I definitely understand everyone. Like if you guys are having like these focus on love and challenges, Venus went retrograde last Saturday. So and Chiron, which is the wounded warrior, went retrograde on Sunday last week. So we have a lot of reflection upon love and our wounds and transformation. So if you have love on your mind a lot about the past and pains are bubbling to the surface and things are being brought to our face, it's not a surprise. It's a wonderful time for us all. So hang in there, everybody. You are loved. All right, Dajona, you are up next. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. So you got this nice Knight of Pentacles, which is this movement in your life. It's slow movement, but there is movement. And there is this energy. The Knight of Pentacles, all the knights have a quest, and this knight quest after the Ace of Pentacles, which is looking at their relation of their worth to the outside world in a different way. We've got the moon card here too, which feels like Mother Luna energy, allowing you to connect to the divine femininity and dive deep into your unconscious, connect to the moon energy that's going on here, because this is helping you really come into this beautiful, beautiful place of owning your divine feminine power and allowing it to be expressed as strength in your life. So I like this energy that's coming forward. I feel like it's um I just feel like some people have tried to make femininity in your life be something weak, but they don't know you're an Amazon princess, right? You're just like, you better check yourself, or I'm going to break you in half. So I like the strength that's coming up, and I love this energy that's coming in here. But it is this root in this divine feminine energy coming in, and so I like this for you. So this is what Spirit has for you right now. So many blessings for you, Dajona. You're welcome, Rocky. All right, and New Love, you are up next for the next free reading. Hello, hello, New Love. And let's take a look here. What would you be best at? S or S, which is about writing, or M? All right, let's take a look here. That almost sounds something different that I don't think you mean. Let's take a look here. So the writing, and let's see here. Yeah, I feel like the writing, because the writing, you got these two here. You got all this fire, but you've got the capital T, you got Faith here, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands, which this is being true to your authentic self. Who do you truly want to be? Capital T, Truce, and the King of Wands, entrepreneur, fire behind it, able to really make things happen. Three of Wands is changing direction. So M sounds like more it's about you would end up changing direction anyway. So S would be the one that has the positive, um, more for your highest experience energy for it. All right, so that's what they have for you, New Love. Many blessings to you. Whoops, grab the whole screen there. And Daisy, you are up next. Hello, hello. So, will you find a house in the next few days for your family to move into? Random. Love and light. I love your random questions. Let's take a look here. All right. There's the Two of Pentacles is about balance, and we've got both of the, Capricorn energy coming in here. There just seems to be a lot of lessons being learned right now about expectations, things being brought to the face to have things to be able to be released and move, you know, i- it's thought and belief and mindset that's happening here. And there's this balancing in the outside world that is happening here. It feels like things are being drawn out on purpose just to allow everyone to look at the fears they have. What do they truly want? Are we trying to live up to a supposed to, a should, a need to, a have to, a must, a lot of expectations? And there's this movement with it here of thought and belief, but there's this balancing that needs to happen. Feels like the outside world is a little out of balance, and but it's happening on purpose, this shaking of the cage to show everyone the cages that they're in. So I don't feel like that there will be a house found in the next few days because there's stuff that needs to be looked at by each individual family member on their fears about what they're thinking that they want, what they think that they need, blah, 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 all these opinions that we've been given all our life. And it's the shaking up of it. So the Capricorn Saturn energy that comes in with the devil card is very transformative. And if we do the work, we get the reward. So if we really look at these thoughts and beliefs that we've had around it, we can, it's definitely worth it because there's freedom on the other side of it. And we don't feel like we're moving from one cage to another. So that's what's coming in, Daisy Daisy. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Right. And then Shay B, you are up next. So you want to ask David's current feelings towards you and next action. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, that is a lot of cards. Let me just reshuffle these. All right. So we'll pull one card for feelings and one card for actions. Okay, feelings and actions. All right. Well, let me make this presentable for YouTube. So we have the temperance card here is about patience. So the feelings they have, there are feelings there. It's two cups normally that are going back and forth. It starts off as like lead and it's slowly moving towards gold. So there are feelings there. It's just they're taking their good old time, or they have been, um, going back and forth. So there's some emotion down underneath, which they're slow at sharing emotion, but their next action is the Ace of Wands, which is showing the passion they have. So there's attraction, like physical attraction, energetic attraction, which is like, I like you. And then there's the emotions that they're keeping very slow on sharing, probably fears, you can feel the holding back because they've shared feelings before. Like, here's my heart, and someone threw it on the ground, stomped on it, kicked it around, then gave it back to them, and they're like, "I'm not gonna like bring that out fast anymore." That's the love. That's the emotions. This is the passion. So they're gonna share their passion and their attraction towards you, but not feelings yet. They're just still keeping that guarded. So that's what's coming in, Shay. So many blessings to you. All right, Doll Face Diva, you're up next. So, general for next week. Well, all these cards flying all over the place. Energy, energy, energy. All right. So, for next week, what would you like? Okay, here we go. All right, look at you stepping into your power. You've got the Queen of Swords, who, of course, rolls over the thought, the belief, the mindset. She also balances with emotion, but she's really bringing her thoughts balanced with emotion forward. And the Emperor, same thing. The Emperor is Aries energy, new beginnings. They have like this power that it's like they're exerting their power. A lot of emperors will have a whole throne room full of people yapping in their ear about the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos. And then they get like, no, okay, everyone, leave the throne room. I'm going to make a decision. With the king, the emperor, and the queen there, you're bringing in your divine masculine, divine feminine energy and to make a decision with a balanced heart and head to move forward. And the emperor is also about putting form and action to your thoughts. So we can do a lot of thinking and get so caught up in thinking, but never act on it. This is about, okay, I'm finalizing my thoughts between my heart and my head. Well, vice versa. And then putting action towards it and putting like, how am I going to do that? Actually making plans, forming a plan, and then taking action on the plan too. So I feel like this is what a spirit is saying is like, it's time to make decisions and it's time to make action, not you've done a lot of thinking. You can think the entire life and you're not going to have everything covered. You have enough information to make decisions now. And that's what's coming in. So there you go, Dollface Diva. Many blessings to you. Welcome, Shay. All right. So Starfall, you'd like a general reading for the next 2 weeks. All right. Let's take a look here. What did they want you to know about the next 2 weeks? Okay. Wow, look at this. So you do have the 10 of Pentacles coming in, which there are these opportunities for abundance entering in where your life feels full. It does have to do with making sure you're balancing, though, here the justice. It's you have the scales and you have the Ace of Swords here in the middle, which does have to do with your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around abundance. And there is this, the Ace of Swords allows you to see things from a higher perspective, from like being rooted in unconditional love, and it allows you to cut away the fears, the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets, the limiting ones that you have around you. Something that you can do if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen free weekly videos. Number 4 and number 5 talk about episodes 4 and 5 talk about fate and the things that we can do both consciously and unconsciously to remove these barriers for abundance coming in. Because I feel like with that, with the justice card, with those combined, there are some limiting beliefs that are there where you've been wanting consciously, I want love, I want abundance, I want a raise, I want a job, I want these things, but it feels like something's holding it back. Well, those will help give you tools to have the flow come in. So if I haven't told you those already, if you haven't checked them out, check those out because I feel like this is what is the possibilities. Wonderful 10 of Pentacles, one of the most abundant cards in the deck. So I like it for you. Just the amount of it is dependent upon you limiting it by your energy and by your thoughts and beliefs, which if you can adapt those, you can see some significant changes over these next 2 weeks. And I like it. All right, Starfall, that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And Info Entertainment 999. You are up. So what's coming in regard to Ali's move back towards the city of Lahore in August? Okay. And what will unfold? Let's take a look here. Wow. I'm gonna have to get some tape for these. These are I didn't realize how X-rated some of these are or not appropriate for YouTube because we shouldn't be ashamed of our bodies, but there are rules and temperance here, which is things slowly unfolding. So their move back to the city is going to be taking, I feel, a little longer than they had anticipated. But it is happening, it is moving. It just takes a little bit of time for it to unfold. Um, and we do have the 4 of coins. So this feeling of home, with moving back towards the city, they have this feeling of home. This, the 4 of Pentacles is a solid foundation, a balanced, feeling of the outside world. So they feel solid there with the move. It just takes a little bit of time to get there, but when they get there, it feels like home. Is that their home? Because it feels like home, where they feel the safety and the security and supported. Um, so, um, it's almost like they feel like a little kid again, It's just like they're around family and friends, it feels like, where, they almost revert back into roles of, you know, second son or, middle child or friend of a friend, they like they kinda if you've ever had it where you aren't around your family and you get around your family and, like, I'm the baby. Well, there's only 2 of us, my brother and me, but when I would get around family after not seeing them for a while, I'd go back into the little I'm a little kid, and I'm like, "No, I'm, like, taller than them all." So, you have to overcome that, and I feel like that's what he's gonna be going through, when he goes there, but that's what's coming in info, so many blessings to you. And LA, you are up next. So you'd like a reading on your Casper. Is he coming in faster now? Uh, now that you deleted your dating app? Let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know about Casper and the speed, well, at which things are unfolding here. Maybe I'm just being butterfingers tonight. Surprised you don't see cards like flying everywhere. Right? Let's take a look here. Okay, so tell us about Casper, please. Okay. Well, I like the energy here. It does the 8 of coins, 8 of pentacles, does talk about things moving, they are moving towards you. The 3 of pentacles is you being true to your authentic self, right? And not trying to be who you think other people want you to be. So this is a reminder, probably grandpa coming in, just be you, sunshine, just be you. Don't, try to be anyone else besides you. Because you don't need to change. If they don't like you for you, then tough. They don't deserve you. Wonderful grandpa, things coming in here. The 8 of coins, I mean, you have pentacles in both of these, which is about the outside world. And the 8 of coins is all about putting in the work, putting in the bloods, the sweat, and the tears, and all the work you've been doing on your inner self allows things to speed up and things to move forward. So the more you work on your self-love, raising your love vibration, the faster things move in the outside world and come to you. So I feel like deleting the app itself, the action of deleting the app didn't like speed up them coming in faster itself, but the energy of you choosing going, you know what, I don't want to do that is what did it. That's what started speeding things up more, because that's your self choice. That's you putting yourself going, you know what, I don't need all these people to tell me who I am. I'm going to determine that. And that power that you stepped in raised your love vibration, your self love vibration, which is what was speeding things up. So I like it for you, LA. That is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Um, I don't know. Sometimes, Rocky, I've only had like a handful of times where people do a super chat and then they say they get a receipt, but when they eventually look, the money's refunded, or something happens where it didn't get to me here. So if you had that and you have the receipt, definitely follow up with YouTube, because I don't get them when they don't appear here. I've checked it because I get a report that shows the super chats, and when people have said I did it, but I go look and they're not there. So if it doesn't show up here on the screen, it went off into ghostland somewhere. So definitely they don't need donations. So um, definitely follow up on that, because there's nothing I can do on my end. You have to like dispute it on your end there. So sorry. I know it happens every once in a while, a glitch or something. But I wish there's something I could do about it, but they're gonna ask you for your receipt, and you have to do it, and they're gonna have you check your bank account, which I can't do. Yeah, and you can do that too, whatever you feel comfortable with there. So sorry, I know that's a lot of extra stuff, which you shouldn't have to do, so thank you, for that. Alright, and then once that comes through PayPal, I will, jump on that for you as well. All right, Felicia, hello, hello. So you finally get a job offer from and join the company C or company K? Any message? Finally, of course, everything always unfolds perfectly in perfect timing. So we will see here what we have coming in here. Wow, this card's coming up here a lot. Let me just, I'll do it this way. You got the temperance card, which is patience, grasshopper, patience. Things are unfolding, and just trust that things are unfolding perfectly for you. The high priestess is about stepping back into your high priestess temple, focus on above, look, behind the curtains and dive deep. Spend this time focusing on you and what you're wanting here. They're saying that things unfold, things will unfold in perfect timing, you know, and usually when things are going slow, whenever we get the slow cards, it is about us turning inward and upward to focus on our self-worth. What are our fears? What is going on, right? What are these challenges that are coming at us? Because everything does unfold for us, even though it's sometimes hard to go, why would I put myself through this? And I'm like, we're gonna all have a big laugh when we get back on the other side and going, you signed up for that. And I go, I know, but next time stop me. And we're like, no, you told me that you didn't want me to stop you. But it's great. So just they're saying trust that the timing of everything will unfold perfectly. And if things are not happening fast, there's a reason. Either it's being delayed because something else will come in, or things that go slow are for us to connect higher to our self love, to face the fears. What is, when we have the finally get a job offer, finally is like a judgment word where we're feeling like it was supposed to have happened already. We have this fear, if I haven't gotten a job by now, what does that mean about me? What does that mean about the world? What am I afraid is going to happen? What if that happens? What does that mean about me? What if I don't get a job? And like if you have a job now, you might be like, why I hate it. Well, if we focus on our hate of a job, then it's going to be extended. We're telling the universe, I really hate my job. I enjoy hating my job. Can you keep me there? Allow me to hate it more. They're like, sure. When we start having gratitude about our job or about a job that will be coming trusting, then that's what brings that in faster for us, right? So hopefully that helps with those energies there. But that's what's coming in for you, Felicia. Patience. I know. Yay! We love that. All right. So many blessings to you. And Keel, you'll be at my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation coming in here. So thank you, Rocky, for the PayPal donation. And I don't see a question on the PayPal. So if you throw your question down there, we'll pull cards for that. Okay, there you go. So what's coming for you and Roberto in the next 2 months? All right, so you got those. What else? And those. Okay. All right. So we've got here the first card that came out. Let me just do them in order here. Was the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is like it's based on the Kabbalah, which is our journey from higher self to human and all the way back. There is this message that comes with it that there is a plan, there is a purpose. We're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks. There is a purpose and a plan of the path. So you didn't jump in, bump into them by accident in your life. This is a destined, interaction between the two of you, and they just want you to know that there is always purpose to it. It's not a, flying by the seat of our pants. There's so much that is in place here. Over the next 2 months, there is this here. Um, the Justice card is balancing, heart and mind, and this seeing things, facing our fears, this balancing out. So they're going through this, you're going through this. Ultimately, the 7 of Wands does tell us that, we end up being able to feel like we're a shining light on a hill, and other people don't like that because they already feel low about themselves. And when they're shining, when you guys are shining together, some people don't like that. Some people, you know, um, misery loves company. They say, come back down here and be miserable with us. But I feel like you guys stand up and you still stay strong through this, challenging of your thoughts and beliefs around relationship here. Again, there's a plan and a purpose, mirrors for each other to see it. You're surrounded by miserable people. Well, that makes sense because they feel low about themselves. And so, you don't have to defend when you're happy. I like that, misery loves company, but so does joy, and joy throws better parties. So I'm going to choose joy. I heard that before and it cracked me up. I'm like, that's me. Misery, joy has better parties. So that's what we're going to do. Um, I feel like here the 2 months they are working through here. Like, I feel like this is Roberto with the 9 of Wands, which had the barrier that was there before, and we had all this fear of disappointment, this fear of heartbreak that's been haunting them. What I feel like, this is them. They're like, "I've busted through," and they're like, "I'm sitting down for a moment. It was a lot of work, but I busted through the barrier." And so I like this. I feel like the next 2 months, they really, during this time, both of you are kinda going through this, clearing of these fears of failure, these fears of rejection, these fears of, losing, conditional love, and all of these, wonderful thoughts and beliefs that we've had, how we've been taught to define ourselves by other people's actions and words and non-actions and non-words. And I feel like you both are able to free yourselves from a lot of cages, a lot of prisons, where you both end up on the other side in a wonderful, just kind of like a, kind of energy. Let me see here at the end of the 2 months. Let's see where you guys are at here. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Like I said, the 8 of Cups, here's this wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment, and a lot of different emotions happening for sure, but there's a lot of joy and celebration, at it as well. So, definitely worth it going through it, because you do have this feeling of emotional wishes coming true with the 9 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups can be emotional confusion, but I just feel with all this celebration, it's almost like adding all that together. It's like there's a lot of celebration here, a lot of emotion, a lot of different emotions. So it feels very positive there, for me there, Rocky. So it's a little bit of it's like that devil card energy. It's the we do the work with Saturn, we get the reward, and I feel like the end of the 2 months, it's worth the reward, but there is work to be done, and both of you, about your fears and letting them go. It's definitely worth it though, because you're cage free. You're like free range chickens, at the end of it, instead of being caged chickens. That's what they're showing me in my head. They're like, woohoo, buck, buck, baka. So there you go. That's what they have for you, Rocky. So many blessings to you, and thank you for your additional donation. I hope that they didn't take the money, and if they do, they give it back to you fast. Um, and sorry that you had to go through that. All right, to Monica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So I got an itchy nose today. There we go. All right, and you said, "Did Mr. H love you?" All right. Hey, Z. Let's take a look here and see. Did Mr. H love you? Let's see what we got going on here. Tell us about Mr. H. Okay, anything else? Nope, none of those. What else? Yeah. Whenever you're very welcome. Well, I feel like here that uh, uh, they had a lot. Let me. Oh, you want to see the cards? Okay, I'll show you the cards. I'm all looking at this. So the hangman here, I feel like when you were interacting with them, they were going through a big transition in their life here because we've got the peace of mind, so which is like they were trying to find peace of mind in their life here, and they were in this pursuit. They've got because they had the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, which is movement of passions and movement of thought. So they had a lot of um, thinking and a lot of passion. Emotion like love, I don't see, here, but, um, again, they were going through this transformation here of, cutting away fears, trying to understand who they were, and I feel like, the thoughts they had were that you could be this, make their life feel full. Usually, there's, like, 2 people and children and a dog and a grandpa and a castle and all of that here with the 10 of Pentacles. And so they were in the mind there, but they didn't love themselves. And we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. And this transformation that they were going through, that this is the whole process. They were trying to find self love, and when you were interacting with them, they don't have it. I don't know if they even have a whole lot of it now, but whenever you were interacting with them, I don't feel like they have a whole lot of love that they can give. Because when we love ourselves this much, no matter how much love I want to give out, it's just going to drip out. And no matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's just going to trickle in. And the more we work on our self love, that opens up our ability to give and receive love to humans, right? So I feel like they're like, "I gave you the drip," like the little how you have the little bottles with a little drip thingy, like, "I gave you the ones that I could give you," but you're like that's like giving someone who's dying of thirst in a desert 2 drops on their tongue, they're like, really? Seriously?" But that's all they could give. But know that in their mind they did have this belief that you could be fulfilling, and they did definitely had attraction. So they were physically and energetically attracted with all that wands energy, but they had a lot of thinking that was going on in their mind too, um, about who you could be. And it's just the heart, unfortunately, was in prison, and they didn't have a whole lot of love for themselves. So I know it's hard not to not take that personally, but when you realize, oh, well, they don't love themselves, how can they love anyone else? It's not about me. They couldn't love anyone else. So it wasn't just you, it was they couldn't love, maybe even love their parents, their families, friends, whatever. They could only uh, act out their thoughts and their passions, but not like emotion because they had very little emotion for themselves. So that's what's coming in, Monica. So hopefully that helps with the situation there and brings you what you need. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Keel, you are up next for the next free reading. You want to know, what did NKC think of you 5 years ago? Ooh, back into the past. What did they think of you 5 years ago? Let's take a look here. All right. The devil. They thought you were the devil, but they loved you. So there was this importance of relationship here. The 2 of Cups could be romantic, but it could be like best friend. It definitely is important to relationship. But they were going through so much of their own transformation of having like their thoughts and their beliefs and their mindsets about everything in life were being shaken and rattled, they just felt so contained that they couldn't act on this because they were just going through this firestorm of trying to figure out who they were, what they truly wanted, blah, 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 all those fun things that the Capricorn energy brings in, the Saturn energy. They like questioning. You have like not in subtle ways, all the stuff being brought up externally and internally to just shake and rattle. So that's what they're coming through there for you, Kill. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. Right, you're very welcome, Monica. All right, Divine Beauty Angeli. Hello, hello. So August month for you. What does Spirit have for you? Let's take a look here. That one. What else? All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Well, I like the combination because you do have the Hermit card, which is this drawing of spirit. Like, it's important for you to take your alone time during August, connect with spirit and guide it, because they'll help guide you to this 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of coins, which is abundance and fulfillment and overflowingness in the outside world. But it does take you doing this inner journey, connecting with spirit, allowing them to show you what can be released, so that you can move forward and have things come in. I might have already told you this, but I'm like telling everyone because it's such wonderful information that helps us in regarding to these barriers around abundance and love and whatever else we're wanting to have come into our life. If you check out my Take 10 with Zen episodes 4 and 5, it does talk about fate and things coming in sooner or being pushed out later, all dependent upon some conscious things that we do and some unconscious beliefs that are there. So if those resonate and you haven't checked them out yet, check them out. Or if you did, check them out again. See if what comes through there for you. But there are some great tools on releasing things there. So I like that for you, Divine Beauty. So many blessings to you. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And I think completed those. All right. So Rihanna Johnson, you are up next. You like a reading. Did you have a specific question, Rihanna? Or did you want it just a general read? Spirit knows what you're wanting anyway. Just shuffle the cards here. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So, Rihanna, we've got the Queen of Swords here coming in, which is this balancing of heart and mind that comes in. And so in the decisions that you're making, in with where you're headed, with what's coming, decision points that are coming in your life, it's important. It's like the Two of Swords almost, where you close your eyes and you open your heart. Try not to make decisions strictly from logic in the mind and the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be. Let your heart have a say so in there, and then take action. Do what you can to make things move forward based on following your heart. What does your high heart want? What is your makes your heart sing? What makes your heart feel full? Do that. Rumi says something like, your heart knows the way, run in that direction. And so I like that coming in here. You have the 7 of coins, which does represent like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So it is, have patience with the fruit coming forward, but definitely it's a time for action, um, heart action in the physical world. So moving forward, take the leap, take the movement and the steps, but don't make them like, well, this is what everyone would want. This is the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to. It's like that's not going to make you happy. That's going to make you feel like you're existing. Follow your heart, is the message that comes through with that. So that's what they have for you, Rihanna. So many blessings. Hopefully that helps. All right. And then Shelly Rain, you are up next. And you like a general reading for August. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What else for August? What does Spirit want you to know? All right. So I like this energy here. Shelly, you have a lot of energy that you put, forward on trying to not necessarily people please, maybe just a little bit, right? But you have so much that you're trying to do that really isn't about you. The Three of Coins is about you being true to your authentic you and for you to not be drawn off to the left or to the right by fear of punishment or fear of losing support. But you've been investing so much energy in the outside world. It's about time to, with the 10 of Wands, it's put an end to overgiving, overdoing it for everyone else. And it is a great time for you to give to you, to invest in yourself. And so you can stop trying to, do so many things. Let stuff go. There's a lot of urgent things that are demanding your attention and energy, but they're not important. And it's time to make yourself number one and put yourself forward. So that is what I feel is coming through for you, Miss Shelley. So I like it. It is a time for Shelley time. So many, many blessings to you. All right. And then Nature 1133, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Ouch. It's good. It's like permission. You're like, "Hey everybody, I have an announcement to make. It's Shelly Belly time and Spirit said so. So if you don't like it, talk to them." Boom. It's good. It's good. Especially in this room here, this chat room, you're not alone. You're not alone. We are all overgivers, and we have huge hearts. We want to help everyone else, but we forget. So it's always a great reminder for all of us. Oh yeah, that's right. I get to put myself first because the best gift we can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing us, right? So I like it. All right. I'm glad you have a sense of humor, Shelley. Appreciate that. All right. Love. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look here and see what we have. And thank you for your donation. All right. Oh, boo doo boo doo boo doo boo boo. Yeah, well, we're in Venus retrograde and um Chiron retrograde, the wounded healer or the wounded warrior. So I think we're all in it. And I think are we in Sagittarius? Let me see here. I think we're in Sagittarius moon, but we're moving into Capricorn moon here. So Capricorn, that's pretty balanced energy. Yay, working Saturn devil energy on the way in our moon and emotions with Venus in retrograde. So that's good. We're having some good review here. Let's see what they want you to hear. Oh, okay. I love it. They know what you need to hear, because we've got here the hanged man. So of course here's the reminder. I'm transforming, hang in there. I'm in the process of leaving behind old ways of being, moving into this new adventure that's free of expectations and free of all that baggage and all of that. And we're like, yay, we already know all that. But this is what I love. So, Two of Cups, right? So they want to tell you you are an important relationship to them. 10 of Cups, emotional overflowing, huge a bunch of talk about gushing feelings. And then the Lover's card. You can't make this up. You know, I just want to show you all of them, all three of these at the same time. So definitely, you know, they have great huge feelings for you, this huge connection, this huge an important relationship in their life, and they can see themselves here. You know, it's like this is the 9 of cups is wish fulfillment. The 10 of cups is the 9 of cups filled and overflowing. So, there is this, you can't make it up. All three of these cards coming out together is like, yeah, this is what we all want, right? From relationship, romantic relationship. So rest easy, rest easy. That's what they wish they could tell you if they could get beyond the, and that's why the hanged man and the full card, they're getting behind, getting beyond those restrictions, those fears of it's too soon. It's too soon. I've done this before where I've leaped and then they just crushed me. I leaped and they used my heart as a voodoo doll and poked it with all these needles. And I don't want that to ever happen again. I don't want my heart to be a pincushion. And so they're allowing things to unfold. And they have a lot going on in their life, but they have all these emotions. So I like it for you, love 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't ask for more. I like it. So many blessings. And thank you again for your donation. All right. Nature 1133. Hello, hello. So love guidance for you. All right. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit have for you here? All right. Well, you do have 2 5s, which means, and this is fiery, passionate energy. So there is this changing of things. The Hierophant, the faith card here, is this invitation for you to dive deeper into what do you truly want. I feel like there's this change with all these fives, is the number of change and transformation. I feel like they're having you kind of step back and go, you we usually have like these um well, this is what I want. This is what I've wanted all my life. When we start to question, but why do I want it? We're like, oh, it's what I've been told I should want, but is it what I really want? It's like, who is it? The Spice Girls? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And that's what's this energy coming in here is, what do you truly want from passion? What do you truly want from love? And get clarity around it is what Spirit is saying. It's like step back, and not have it based on fear. The fears of failure, the fears of not finding love, all those delicious fears that we're all taught growing up. This long list of expectations around love. They're saying just really look at it, step back, look at it from a place of unconditional love, from the higher truths, your true high heart. What is it that you're truly wanting, right? Because you're going to find the love you're looking for in the inside, inward and upward from Spirit, and then you fill up and it overflows, and you see the world differently. And I feel like that's what they're saying is, you look here, what this is what you really want, and then it changes what you're looking for on the outside world. It just transforms everything from uh the example that they give, that they're like, yes, tell that example, because I say it a lot. So if I said it to you, here you go again. But it's like we're looking for this 10-course meal with 2 desserts, and all we have in the outside world are dessert bars. It's like when you go to a buffet, but all there are dessert. It's like, is this a dessert restaurant? Because all you have is desserts out here. Third dessert, fourth dessert, fifth dessert, you know, but they don't have the meal that our heart is looking for, because we find that only inward and upward. To find the unconditional love is what we're hungry for. And when we find that 10-course meal with the 2 desserts, we don't stop wanting desserts in the outside world, because we can always make more room for dessert. Then we're looking for third dessert, fourth dessert, fifth dessert, and they can bring it to us, but we're not as desperate as we were before, going, I'm hungry, I need a real meal. Um, And so if someone brings a seventh dessert and goes, "No, I'm not giving it to you," you're like, "It's okay, I'm full anyway. You can take it away. I'm not, that hungry." And we're not, like, desperate. We don't need more dessert, but we want it, but we can do without it, and we're okay with it, you know? So, I love this change that's coming in here, but that's what they have for you, Nature 1133, so hopefully that helps, on your journey. So, many blessings to you. Alright. Alright, let me see where we're at here. I think I did those, I did those, I did those. You're welcome, Dijona. Oh, good, love, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I feel like he's things are calming down, which is good. Alright, so Sammy, Don, Ellen, Lay, Johnson, you are up next. So is Taurus coming back? Let's take a look here and see if what spirit has for you about this Taurus. Are they coming back? I don't feel like with these cards here that they are. We've got the 9 of coins, the 9 of pentacles, which is you standing, that's the hermit number, the 9. It's your journey standing firm and independent with spirit and strong and abundant. And the world card here is leaving behind old ways, old cycles, and old beliefs and everything, and moving into a whole new adventure. So, this is you moving forward, you moving into a place that's totally feeling full and abundant and overflowing. So, I do like this for you. It just means that they have provided you what you've needed to learn through that experience to prepare you for your next journey. Um, so and they don't take you from like on an airline. They're showing me like an airline. They don't take you from first class and put you back into coach and put you down in the luggage area. They always upgrade you to the next. They're always upgrading you, always taking you to something more in alignment with your heart and your life. So you can trust it, but I don't feel like they're coming back. I feel like they have been moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose, so that you can move forward, so that space is available for what comes next for you. So that's what's coming in for you, Sammy. So hang in there. All right. And we did those. We did those. All right, Jennifer Simpson, you are up next here. So, will there be a good outcome on Monday from the actions that you'll take? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit wants you to know here? All right. um, oops. Let me just make sure I covered this up. I was like, whoops. I'll just do it this way. There. You've got the star card, which is wish come true, and 10 of pentacles, overabundance and overflowing. So these cards together are a positive yes, yes, yes. Great outcome. Maybe not even good, great outcome with your actions that you'll take on Monday, according to those cards. I like it. Very, very easy breezy answer there for sure. All right. You have a wonderful weekend too, Felicia. All right, I think we have reached the bottom. We had a little slow evening, which is all right. That means it's time for us to rest. So, for everyone, though, just to make sure, of course, we did have the announcement of membership. So, if you guys are interested in um, getting into the drawings, just make sure to check out the video. Whether you become a member or not, there is an opportunity for weekly drawings for members. There's also a big drawing for non-members. If you watch the video, like it, and comment, there's also a drawing for that. So you can check it out and see what we're offering. And then, of course, each week I do have a drawing for everyone for personal recorded reading. And here is the video for that if you want to check that out. And oops, I think I just did the same thing twice. You know, maybe I do need a rest. This is the one I was talking about. So there you go. And then, also, there's just 3 days left. I can't believe, we're almost to the end of July, but I have a Crazy Zen super sale going on for the summer where it's half off my Hedges of Peace and Love, and then also off of my personal recorded readings. So if you're interested in any of those, all that information is in the description box of the video. But this is the link where if you want to book any of those as well. And of course, each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. The last 3 weeks have been about transforming lower vibrational emotions to higher vibrational, um, with them always saying that neither's right, neither's wrong, but they are designed for us to, we come here to experience all of these lower vibration. And when we're done, when we're bored with it after riding the roller coaster 1,000 times, we want something different, we can transform it. So those are really cool. And I have a ton of other pick a cards on my main page. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out as well. And then, I also have a Take 10 with Zen, which are 10-minute videos, 10 minutes or less, which talk about how to connect to the spirit world, how to connect and understand our higher powerful selves more. And I also answer questions from my subscribers. Uh, this one is about heartache. Next week's is about heartbreak, which is already available for praying mantis members. That's level 2. They get a preview of things to come, so you get advanced on there. So that is all the announcements. Again, thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you give the video. I so appreciate all of your love, all of your support, and I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Tomorrow night will be my last Sunday night readings because I'm going to replace that with a 6 p.m. Q&A for members only, getting to know each other and ask questions, and won't be readings. It's more ask questions about spirit, ask questions you've always wanted to know, and we'll communicate with spirit. So that is what's going on. So everyone, have a great rest of your night or day wherever you're out in the world, and please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until we chat again, much love to you. You guys hang in there. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.